Have you ever wondered what would happen if every single human on Earth just vanished in a single, silent moment? 7 billion people disappear. What comes next for the planet we leave behind? Let's explore this thought experiment together. The first few hours are eerily quiet. Cars, now driverless, crash and pile up on silent highways. Planes, on autopilot, continue their lonely journeys until their fuel runs out, one by one falling from the sky. But the real chaos begins underground and behind closed doors. Within days, the lights go out. Without us to feed them, coal and gas power grids across the globe flicker and die. The world is plunged into a darkness it hasn't known for over a century. This isn't just about losing our Wi-Fi. It's a domino effect. Pumps that keep subways and tunnels dry stop working. The underground arteries of our greatest cities, like New York and London, begin to flood, transforming into murky, subterranean rivers. Above ground, another, more terrifying clock is ticking. Our nuclear power plants, hundreds of them scattered across the planet, are running on borrowed time. Without engineers to manage their cooling systems, one by one, they begin to overheat. Within weeks, we'd see a series of meltdowns, far worse than Chernobyl, releasing radioactive plumes into the atmosphere. These invisible clouds of poison would contaminate vast regions, creating dead zones for centuries to come. Meanwhile, our closest companions face their own struggle. Pets locked in houses are the first casualties. But millions of others, dogs, cats, farm animals, are suddenly free. The pampered poodle and the barnyard cow are now forced to survive in a wild new world. Many won't make it, but the adaptable ones, the tough ones, will. Packs of feral dogs will hunt in the suburbs, and herds of cattle will roam the plains, their domesticated instincts slowly giving way to the laws of nature. A year passes. Nature, relentless and patient, begins its reclamation project. Your manicured lawn is now a field of wildflowers and weeds. The cracks in the pavement of Times Square are sprouting saplings. Moss and ivy creep up the sides of skyscrapers, softening their hard edges. Without street sweepers and maintenance crews, our concrete jungles start to look a little more like actual jungles. 20 years on, the world looks drastically different. The wooden houses in the suburbs are rotting away, their structures collapsing under the weight of vegetation. In cities, water, the great destroyer of our creations, has been at work. Freezing and thawing cycles have shattered concrete, creating fertile ground for more plants. Bridges, once symbols of our engineering prowess, begin to show their weakness. Without paint and repair, rust eats away at their steel skeletons. The Golden Gate Bridge might last a couple of centuries, but smaller bridges would start collapsing within decades, severing the connections of our forgotten world. Wildlife is thriving. With no human hunters, fishermen, or poachers, animal populations explode. Deer, bears, and wolves wander through the greening skeletons of our cities. Marine life, freed from the constant pressure of fishing nets and pollution, rebounds in spectacular fashion. Whales and dolphins reclaim the oceans, their numbers soaring in the clean, quiet waters. The planet is becoming wilder than it has been in thousands of years. A century after our departure, most of our cities are unrecognizable. They are dense urban forests. The Eiffel Tower, a lattice of iron, would be a rusty but still standing monument draped in vines. The pyramids of Giza and the Great Wall of China, built of stone, would endure for millennia, silent witnesses to our long-gone empire. But our modern glass and steel towers, they are slowly crumbling, their windows shattered, their interiors home to birds and climbing plants. 500 years into this human-less future, the forests have conquered all but our most stubborn ruins. The world's air is clean, free from the smog of our industries. The climate, after centuries of chaotic fluctuations from our sudden absence, begins to stabilize. The planet is healing itself. The radioactive hotspots from the nuclear meltdowns are slowly becoming less dangerous, as nature finds ways to adapt, even in the most toxic environments. After 10,000 years, very little evidence of our civilization remains. Archaeologists of a future intelligent species would have to dig deep to find us. They might find the fossilized remains of our cities, a strange layer in the rock strata filled with plastics and stainless steel materials that resist decay. Mount Rushmore would be eroded, but still faintly recognizable. Our greatest legacy might be the things we made that can't be unmade, like our plastic waste, which could persist for hundreds of thousands of years. 50 million years from now, the Earth would be completely transformed. New species would have evolved to fill the niches we once occupied. The planet's biological diversity would be greater than ever. The faint chemical signature of our industrial age might still be detectable in ice cores and sediment layers, a ghostly whisper of a species that briefly dominated the world and then vanished. This journey into a world without us isn't a story about doom and gloom. It's a testament to the incredible power and resilience of nature. It shows that the Earth doesn't need us, but we absolutely need it. Our impact is immense, but in the grand scale of geological time, the planet can and will recover. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? It makes you think about the legacy we're creating right now, every single day. What will we leave behind, a scar or a garden? Thanks for watching. If this journey made you think, consider subscribing for more explorations into the what-ifs of our world. See you next time.